Hey guys, Kev here. So I wasn't going to do this, but I'm just going to take this thing apart. I don't know why I'm doing it. There's the slightest bit of play. I don't really think there's play. I think it's just a button kind of wiggling a little bit when I grab it here. But you know what? I'm just kind of curious. So here goes nothing. Looks like I swapped the drawers. Swap my drawers, yo. T8. All right, is that what you are? Yes, you are. That was easy to move. So yeah, I think that I have played with this a lot, guys. So I'm guessing that Loctite I put in there kind of made its way out. There's only one other screw, so let's see. Wow, this is really easy, guys. So hang on here. Watch that button. Kind of system it's on. Seems pretty simple, so hang on. Let me get this all the way out. There we go. I don't even need to take the clip all the way out. This seems really simple, guys. Nice construction. All right, and we're in. So this backspacer is basically a big part of the construction because it has a pin in here, and that is keeping the scales in place. So there's no outer hardware getting in the way. There's just the screw for the clip and the screw for the pivot, which is really cool. This pivot is just extremely nice. I love that pivot design. Absolutely sexy. So I'm gonna get something to clean this up. Obviously it's a bit messy because, well, it came oiled from factory, and it's been played with a lot, guys. I have flipped this knife probably more times than any knife I've ever bought within the first couple days. Like, this thing has gotten work in. And you can see the bearings there. I think I might have something to put in there instead, so that's kind of cool. Very simple design. Plunge lock design. Kind of reminds me of that Orion Solaris. Looks like it's going to be, we'll see going back together how simple it is, but looks like it's going to be fairly simple. So here's your backspacer sitting on that, and that's really cool, this design right here. I gotta make sure that pin stays in. Really cool. It has grease all over it or something, so I'm gonna clean that off. Hoping taking it apart doesn't cause this to end up with a rattle, because that can happen when you have those pins in there like that. Look at the freaking milling in here, guys. Just so cool. So I did the first impressions already, so I can't really add this to that because I already posted it or uploaded it. And then I deleted the video for that, so this will be a separate video, but no big deal. I'm really liking this, guys. Really like the construction of this thing. I am quickly becoming a big fan of Hoback knives. I just wish there was more designs that resonated with me. This was the first one that really caught my eye. So it's really the only knife from them I've bought. Where are my little thingamabobber Jimmy Jammers? Here they are. I gotta get more of these. They sell a 50-pack, so I'm gonna get those. Guys, go to knifepivotlube.com if you need KPL or these microfiber things are so good. I think they have a thing going right now for Father's Day. I don't know when this will post, but if you buy a set of heavy and original KPL, you get a 50-pack of these, which are like 15 bucks normally. So that's a pretty good deal, I would say. I just want to get into these areas like right here. I tried getting in there with the cloth and it just would not get anything out of there. So God, keep flicking the end off of it. Just get another one. That one must have been nearing its end. But that is all it is just a piece of microfiber slipped onto a plastic tip like that. And these are actually pretty handy to use for other things. So just overall a really good thing to have. This is the outside pivot screw area, so it's not really a big deal to keep that super clean, but might as well try. You can see where that clip lands right there. There's a little mark, so that's okay. No big deal. I think that's it, guys. Maybe I'll post this before the first impression so you can see the disassembly, and then I'll follow it up with the first impressions maybe later that day. I don't know. I'll come up with some plan here. I like how it's not going to be confusing. I just pop this. Oh, you know what? Take this guy, get in the pivot there. Don't need a D-shaped pivot when your pivot sits in a pocket like that. Just fantastic design right there, in my opinion, of course. Put the clip back kind of sort of where it goes. And then for bearings, we have 5mm or 1/4 inch. I'm not sure. Let's see. Could be something we don't use very often. All right. So it's not 1/4 inch, right? I don't know. We're going to find out, guys. I don't think they're 5mm either. There's the bearing pocket. Yeah, I think they're 5mm. These are 1/4 inch. They seem too big. I don't know if I have any left. I might have one set left. One set of 5mm left. Now, the action was fantastic to begin with, but could we possibly make it better? Ooh, they fit. All right, here we go, people. KPL heavy, of course. I don't need the heavy because there's no detent ball. Love these Gillian salt and peppers, guys. That's what these are. 2 different types of ceramic balls in there. They are 20 bucks a piece, so you know you're paying for it. But this is the size I'm using, if anybody's curious. I get that question a lot, and it always comes up like a month after I post a video. Just watch the video, guys. You're going to get the information you need. 99% of the time, I'm going to say what size it is before I do a swap. So it's going to be your best bet to get the information you want. Have you guys ever seen PS23 steel? It's really good stuff. If you've never heard of it, you can ask about it in the comments, and I'm sure somebody will tune you into that. Oh, crap. I got to get the plunger in. All right. The plunger, he says. Here it is. This is the plunge lock. Oh, God, it's all greasy. So, hang on. This come out. Okay. Let's work with the spring first. Clean it up. Now, I got to make sure I apply lubricant to the spring and everything. You can't just dry this off and then, you know, leave it dry. That is not a good idea. Here's the housing, I guess. I don't know what you call this thing. Plunge lock housing. Yeah, that oil was basically black from being being mashed to death by me. But hey, sign of a guy who likes a knife, right? Turns the oil in it to black, or the oil disappears. Just dries up because it's been used so much, you know. All right, so we have that. All right, so what I'm going to do is put a drop of schnizzles. Actually, you know what? I'll use heavy for this. Put a drop of heavy in there. So that's why I want the heavy in there, because it's heavy. It's got a little more viscosity, so it's going to stay in place in here, do its job, which is what we want it to do. All right, so pop this back in. I don't want it to just fall out on me. Okay, cool. So now we're going to figure out how it goes in. Now, I think... it's going to be hard to do on camera, guys. Is there a spot where it opens up? Looks like that would be it, but... eh. Jeez, it's so... Can I have it in there and then put the blade on? This is the really hard part. I don't have much room here either. And this clip is really pissing me off. Okay. Can I tighten that down? I can't, right? It has to tighten into that, so no. This clip is just going to be a pain in my ass. Can I remove it? Yes. Okay, cool. Backspacer, all that shit I can deal with later, right? Just need to have that in place. Just need to work on this first, okay? I lost the spring. Okay, good stuff, Kev. This is going really well for me, guys. See, I feel like it can go on at this point. But... don't worry, guys. The cursing will commence shortly. If you're here for the cursing show, just wait a moment. Alright, so I can't do anything because the button's in the way, right? So what if I push it down? But I need to... the button needs to get through, right? It can't be sitting here like this because the blade's not on. The button won't go all the way in, right? I need like a happy medium here. I don't know why. I don't see like, it should just go in. That's what I liked about the Solaris. It just, it had a position before you put the stop pin in to go in. It just made sense. It was nice that way. This you have to put in at the same time. So maybe if I leave the spring in there. have the spring ready to go, right? That. And then okay. That's what I wanted, right? I think that's what I wanted. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm really concentrating here. Come on. There you go. Pop that guy in. And I need to get this on. Shit, I ain't putting a KPL on the other side there. Oh. There we go. Put a little bit pressure in there so I don't lose the button. Now I'm going to work on the clip. Look at that. There's another pin that goes into the clip. Nice. Nice design. Okay. 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 All right, so now the issue is I did not get to lubricate this side. So I'm just going to put a little drop in here. You know, just a little one. Just a little idiot. All right. Spray it in there a little bit. All right, now tighten it down. Okay. God, I hope these bearings work, because taking it apart again would just suck, wouldn't it? Centering is dead on. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. Take the pivot out because I need to Loctite it. And I'm going to use actual Loctite. Because the Permatex, I think, is not going to... It's not going to completely seal up. You know what I'm saying? Hang on a second. The Permatex is more of a rubbery type stuff. So it's really good because you can kind of do micro adjustments and not have to add it all over again. But the downside to that is it might not hold as well as Loctite would, because Loctite will harden completely. So there's kind of a balance there. All right. So I'm not worried about having too much just because it is a solid pivot on the other side, so I can't like have an issue where I can't break the Loctite. Okay. So these bearings are going to break in. And what I'm worried about is making it too loose off the get-go, because I know it's going to break in and get better. So I don't want to... I'd rather have it tighter and then have it break into where it just guillotines down, you know? Which is what it's doing, basically, but it could be doing... that, you know what I mean? Man, it's so smooth. It is locked up. I mean, it is tight. So, I don't think I need to go any looser. It does the bounce. But it's very controlled. Yeah, I don't know if I want to go any looser. This is probably where it was. I mean, it's still rock solid. Pull it back a little bit. I think this is good. This is where I'm going to leave it. Centering. Dead nuts. So yeah, and we're good on absolutely no play at all. That's key for me, guys. Drops like a guillotine. Clip. Tight. Still got that hot spot. Good to go. Yeah. So that is the Hoback Sumo Disassembly. Sorry, I was quiet there. This was a tough one. Man, these plunge locks always get me, don't they? Look at that satin, though. Oh, my Lord. So, yeah, I really love this knife, guys. I'm going to let this dry. It just feels good. Yeah, so nice, man. Oof, look at all that oil up there. Try to sop that up. Yeah, I put a little too much in there at the end when I was like, I'm going to just drop a little in. Need this guy. Let's see. Yeah, I will put Gillians in anything I can get, really. Get them in, I mean. They're just so good. And they do wonders. You know, this thing was already free dropping, but I can feel a difference in how smooth this is now. Like, I don't know. It's just hard to explain. And it's only going to get better with time. So, solid build here by Hoback as well. That was easy in a sense. It all went together properly. No issues with that. It was just more or less this button and me trying to figure it out. And that was a joke about the PS23. He puts that on all his knives. It's a biblical reference. This is 20 CV steel. So, anyway, that's the assembly right there of the Hoback Sumo button lock. Sorry for the weird video. Stay tuned for my first impressions on this guy as well. Love you guys so much. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will catch you later.